Traders, hello. We're doing a later Thursday night trade talk. Connor, welcome back.
Thank you, Scotty. How are you?
I'm good, and I believe it's podcast number 52 as well. So I'm going to have to work out some sort of giveaway or something. I think, if you want something, just leave a comment, whatever you want to say. I don't think Connor and I are picky, and we'll work something out for you to our loyal viewers that have been. I don't know. I'm sure there might be one or two people that have stuck around for the whole 52 podcasts. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. Hopefully. Anyway, before we get into it, guys, a quick risk disclaimer. So both Connor and I were talking about Forex trades that we're in a live account setting as well. So it's very important that you, number one, don't start trading with real money straight away. Start back testing and then do some paper trading. Do not listen to our advice about getting into trades. We're just talking in a general sense, and this is more for education and entertainment. So be very careful with your trading. Do some research. Even I think, Connor, you mentioned Forex Factory is a pretty good point, but you just have to know what you're looking for, though, don't you? Really, you found it was a pretty good resource for a free resource, anyway.
Oh, look, not particularly. To tell you the truth, it's okay. You've just got to. If you're starting, I wouldn't.
Yeah, I know, because there's so much information, isn't there? And you get so overwhelmed. I think, look, Walter Peters, honestly, is the way to go because I mean, for the money you spend, it's good value. Because I do know you can spend a lot of money on Forex courses that are just ridiculous. So he doesn't teach fundamental stuff. It's all technical, really. And you'll find the very best traders really care about the technicals. They don't really care about the fundamentals. I mean, if the fundamentals are good, it's going to be uptrending anyway. So it doesn't really. You just follow what the chart shows you, honestly, guys. So, but talking charts, let's segue into. I've got your Aussie Swiss trade up here now, Connor, and it's sort of where did you get into this one again? Where was the entry? It is, yeah.
See that massive bullish candle that broke through resistance?
Yep.
I've
got it. Yep.
Yeah. And
yeah. You're in a little bit of profit or not quite?
No, I'm not in any.
Okay. Yeah.
Not in any profit. I've got like 0.72789 or something.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Nowhere fast.
Yeah, and I think for people that do trade and have watched a few podcasts of what we're doing, you're finding February is a little bit flatter than last month, and for January it was pretty active, honestly. So that's just the nature of the beast, really. Now, what we'll go to next is the pound CAD, which is there's positive signs here. So your entry was that big bullish a candle that broke out of the box, or was it the top of the box there?
Yeah, just broke out of that one that just broke out of the box.
Oh, yep.
Right at the end of the green box there.
Yep. Oh, nice.
Yeah. I took it there, and so now I'm in a little bit of profit, but it's actually been going, as you can see, a little bit crazy. There's that massive big shadow there.
Yeah, this is interesting.
Yeah, I mean, who's not to say that it'll just go straight back down? But,
this looking, it does have the tendency to put out some really big candles, doesn't it? Like it's on the 4 hour. That's some significant. Wow, look at some of these. So, I mean, it's not an outlier candle, so it's not too concerning. It might just consolidate and push higher, or like you said. So what kind of saying is, he doesn't really have any expectations, guys. He's just in the trade, and he's not really doing too much. Was this the trade that you moved the stop loss slightly as well, or not?
I just moved the stop loss to 1.75778.
Yep.
And I had it at around about like when I first got in, it was at about 1.75258, something like that.
Oh, I see. Yep. So well below the box, really, just to protect yourself.
Yeah. Well, there's a wick sticking out of the box.
Oh, yeah, got it. Yeah.
That one.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah. Because as like with the box, like there's a few. Like I guess you could even move that box further up a little bit. That's what I probably should have done. And then there's a few times that it really touches in support and resistance. But I just wanted to put it under that one outlier.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. I think when it comes to the stop loss, something like that's smart because you just sort of avoid getting taken out unnecessarily, like with, the wiki candles. And there's quite a few have occurred here. You're just looking at that chart, so it just avoids any unnecessary damage from, just catching a freak event and then it continues onwards. So I think that's looking pretty positive. More activity than what I'm sort of dealing with, and I think we'll go to your final trade here now, and this is the Swiss yen. And you got into this earlier today?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, got in once it broke through the box. And so now it's had a little couple of candles. There were a couple of bullish candles that did nothing, sort of during the Asian session, and now there's a couple of candles doing nothing through. What session is it at the moment? Is it London?
It's conclusion of London, and New York starts very soon in about 10 minutes. Yeah. The proper New York session. So. Really, that's when the big moves happen, guys. So if you are in this time zone that Connor and I are in, Southern Hemisphere, you sort of have to get used to, erratic sleep patterns because this is when things start to sort of take place. But, I mean, so you're in the 3 trades and it's 6% at risk? Or is... So the...
it's not 6% because I've moved my stop loss on.
I was about to say, yeah.
It's not like... It'd be like... It wouldn't even be. It'd still be more than 5.5 at the moment.
Oh, okay. So this is still around. It's more than 1.5% on this pound CAD trade still.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's smart though because I mean this is not an unnecessary movement of the stop loss because most people would have had it probably here to begin with, or just at the box and then got taken out and then they've had to endure seeing the trade run. Oh goodness. So. All right, so those are Connor's trades, guys. I'm just going to quickly touch base on my trades. USD yen seeing a little bit of weakness. It's interesting the US dollar though because it's actually gaining some strength against the Canadian dollar. But my entry was down at 106.30, so it's it's been quite the. I thought it was actually just going to continue rallying last week and earlier in this week, but it found a bit of resistance, like you said. You had that on your chart as well, Connor. 107.8 sort of 9 level. Again, I don't really have any expectations. What I really see this doing is floating around in, sideways price action, which is just, that's how it goes sometimes. So, and speaking of sideways price action, the Euro Aussie. If you want to see a textbook definition of choppy sideways. Oh man, that's textbook right there. So I got in pretty much at the high last week, and it took off a little bit, and then back down again, and took off, and then back down again. In these situations, the stop loss doesn't get moved, and you just sort of have to deal with that, honestly. So that's it, really. Do you see anything else, Connor, at all?
No, not as yet.
What are your thoughts on the USD CAD if you weren't in any trades at all? Is this something, or is this nothing really that you would sort of, because you're more of a daily time frame person as well?
This is looking good though. Yeah, it's looking good just because it's bounced off the.
Yeah, that's what my thoughts are.
And those 2 little tiny candles. I can see how you would like it.
Yeah, because on the 4-hour, the 55-day moving average is over the 200, so that meets the criteria of a nice little uptrend. And for people who are watching who were, not in any trades, this is definitely something interesting. But I mean, if I would say anything, you'd want to wait for this candle to close, and that's for me. That's going to be 1 a.m. and 4 a.m. for Connor if you're in the East Coast. So. Yeah, it's one of these things. Really, it's definitely interesting, but
it's just gone through resistance.
Yeah, it has for me. So
there's not any real resistance until 1.28013.
The only bad thing that previous candle, do you have a bit of a wick on that? So it doesn't actually
Yeah.
close near its highs. That's what
Yeah.
I don't really like. So for the viewers, I mean, for my entry, I like to enter, 5 to 10 pips above the high. But when it's
Yeah.
like this, it's a bit, it's not great. So if this
No.
candle, yeah, that's the only bad thing. I mean, I would have probably already put a pending order in, but if this candle here can get some more body there and get some more volume and maybe close near the high of that previous candle, that then it'd be something worth really contemplating about. But in these situations, viewers, I would say, sometimes no trade is the best trade. And both Connor and I are in, you're in your maximum risk and I'm in my maximum risk. So really, I can't be sort of, I can't be, I thought the Euro Aussie was actually going to close out in a losing position, but it didn't. So it's interesting how it's rallied again. But yeah,
See,
nothing.
I've got as a rule, if you go back to my Swiss yen trade,
Yep.
that's like as wiki as I really like them to be. The one that I took.
Oh, I see. Yep. Yeah, I agree.
You know what I mean?
You want it, guys, if you're taking a sell trade, you want it to
Sorry,
close near the low. Or if it's a buy trade, you want it closing. So this is the intricacies of the candles. I mean, some people might be like, oh, candle trading, no way. But it's, it just, whatever you've back tested or you're familiar with, but this is, yeah, I see what you mean, yeah. So that's about the max wick you want to see. Yeah, and I agree. That's probably the way to approach it. Because the more wick, it's more of a rejection. It's sort of testing that and going, oh, I didn't like that. And then you'll just see that time and time again, really. So that's a valid point there. If you take anything away from this video, guys that are watching this, and maybe Gel or two, I think it's about 96% male viewers or something like that. I saw the analytics of the YouTube channel. So.
Yeah.
So it's a handful of, and most of the people are US viewers as well. I think it's like 68% from the US, which is interesting.
Yeah.
So I guess they love just, financial markets really in general, don't they, over there? So
Yeah, they're the land of the free and the home of the brave, the capitalist sort of.
yes, and Bitcoin,
More than in Australia.
yeah, they do love, yeah.
We're happy to spend our free time on the beach.
And I just noticed as well, Bitcoin, it was rallying, but it's back down again under 10,000. So there's no love there, is there? It's just, goodness me. But I think that's about it. I'm just checking the time there. It's nearly 30 minutes, and it's very late over where you are as well. So that's episode 52, guys. Thanks again, Connor, for joining us. And guys, happy trading. Stay safe as well. I think the Dow Jones is down again, so if anyone is, in the US markets, be careful. And thanks for watching, and bye for now, guys. Thanks for watching. See you, Connor.
That's it.